The year is 753 BC. A small village sits on the banks of the Tiber River in Italy. This is Rome, a humble beginning for a civilization destined for greatness. Legend tells of twin brothers, Romulus and Remus, raised by a she-wolf. Romulus founds the city, but their story is shrouded in myth. Early Rome is a modest settlement, a collection of shepherds and farmers. But from these humble beginnings, a mighty empire will rise. Rome's geographic location proves advantageous. Situated in the heart of the Italian peninsula, it has access to fertile land and trade routes. The 7 hills surrounding the city offer natural defences. This strategic positioning allows Rome to grow and prosper, eventually becoming a dominant force in the region. The early Romans are a resilient people, shaped by hardship and driven by ambition. These qualities will be tested as they face challenges and forge their destiny. After the Etruscan kings, a new era dawns in Rome, the Republic. This is not a democracy like we know today. It is a complex system designed to prevent any one person or group from holding too much power. At the heart of the Republic is the Senate, a council of elders who advise the magistrates. These magistrates hold executive power, leading armies and administering justice. The most powerful positions are the 2 consuls, elected annually to lead the Republic. This system of shared power with its checks and balances is meant to prevent tyranny. Roman citizens have a say in government, although not all citizens are equal. Patricians, the wealthy and powerful families, hold significant influence. Plebeians, the common citizens, struggle for rights and representation. This struggle between the orders will shape the Republic's history. The Roman Republic's government is a complex web of institutions and offices. At its core is the Senate, composed of elder statesmen, mostly patricians. The Senate advises magistrates, controls finances, and guides foreign policy. Magistrates are elected officials with specific powers. Consuls, the highest-ranking magistrates, command armies and preside over the government. Praetors serve as judges, while quaestors manage finances. Assemblies, representing different segments of society, elect magistrates and pass laws. The Roman legal system is renowned for its emphasis on written law and due process. The 12 tables, displayed publicly, codify Roman law, making it accessible to all citizens. This emphasis on codified law and procedures aims to ensure fairness and protect citizens' rights. However, the Roman Republic faces internal tensions. The struggle between patricians and plebeians for political and economic rights leads to significant reforms over time. This constant push for balance and reform defines the Roman Republic's evolution. Across the Mediterranean Sea, a rival power emerges: Carthage. This North African empire, with its powerful navy and vast trade network, poses a significant threat to Roman expansion. The Punic Wars, a series of 3 conflicts, erupt between these titans. The First Punic War sees Rome, a land power, building a navy to challenge Carthaginian dominance at sea. The Second Punic War brings Hannibal, a brilliant Carthaginian general, and his elephants across the Alps, threatening the very heart of Rome. Hannibal's victories at Cannae and other battles shock Rome, but ultimately, Roman resilience prevails. The Third Punic War marks the final chapter in this epic struggle. Rome, driven by a desire to eliminate its rival, lays siege to Carthage. The city falls in 146 BC, its people enslaved and its territory annexed by Rome. The Punic Wars transform Rome. Victories bring vast territories, wealth and slaves, fueling Rome's rise to power. However, these conquests also bring challenges. Managing a growing empire, integrating diverse populations, and addressing the social and economic consequences of expansion test the Republic's limits. Section 5. Great Men, Greater Ambitions, Figures of the Late Republic. The Late Republic witnesses the rise of towering figures who shape Rome's destiny. Gaius Marius, a skilled general, reforms the army, allowing poorer citizens to enlist. This creates a new class of professional soldiers loyal to their generals, not necessarily to the Republic. Lucius Cornelius Sulla, another ambitious general, emerges as Marius's rival. Their conflict plunges Rome into civil war, a harbinger of things to come. Pompey the Great, a celebrated general, expands Roman territory in the east, defeating Mithridates and bringing order to the provinces. Marcus Tullius Cicero, a gifted orator and statesman, champions traditional Roman values and the rule of law. He opposes the growing power of individuals, seeing it as a threat to the Republic. These figures, driven by ambition, patriotism, and a desire for glory, leave an indelible mark on Roman history. Their actions, while shaping Rome's destiny, also contribute to the Republic's decline as personal ambition begins to outweigh loyalty to the state. Section 6. Cracks in the foundation, the Gracchi and reform. Amidst Roman expansion and military triumphs, social and economic problems fester. The gap between rich and poor widens. Small farmers, the backbone of the Roman army, are displaced by large estates worked by slaves. Two brothers, Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus, emerge as champions of reform. They propose redistributing land to the poor, limiting the size of estates, and providing grain subsidies to the urban poor. These proposals, though aimed at addressing legitimate grievances, are met with fierce opposition from the wealthy elite. Both brothers are assassinated, their reforms overturned. The deaths of the Gracchi mark a turning point. They highlight the growing social and political divisions within Roman society and the willingness to resort to violence to achieve political ends. Their tragic fate foreshadows the turmoil that will engulf the Republic. Section 7. The Sword and the State. Marius, Sulla, and the rise of the legions. Gaius Marius, a new man from outside the traditional aristocracy, rises to prominence through military success. He revolutionizes the Roman army, allowing landless citizens to enlist. This creates a more professional but also a more personally loyal army. Marius's reforms have unintended consequences. Soldiers become more attached to their generals who can promise them land and wealth than to the Republic itself. This shift in loyalty erodes the traditional bonds of citizenship and sets the stage for military strongmen to challenge the authority of the Senate. Lucius Cornelius Sulla, a rival general, challenges Marius's power. Civil war erupts, shattering the fragile peace. Sulla emerges victorious, marching on Rome with his legions and installing himself as dictator. His reign of terror and proscriptions, lists of his enemies who are summarily executed, further erode the norms of the Republic. Sulla's dictatorship, though temporary, sets a dangerous precedent. It demonstrates the vulnerability of the Republic to ambitious generals willing to use their armies to seize power. Section 8. The First Triumvirate, a house divided. The late Republic sees the rise of powerful individuals who form alliances to advance their ambitions. Gaius Julius Caesar, a brilliant general and cunning politician, emerges as a dominant figure. He forms the First Triumvirate with Marcus Licinius Crassus, a wealthy businessman, and Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, also known as Pompey the Great, a renowned general. This informal pact divides power among them, with each man supporting the other's ambitions. Caesar conquers Gaul, amassing wealth, fame, and a loyal army. Crassus seeks military glory in the east, but meets his demise fighting the Parthians. Pompey, increasingly wary of Caesar's growing power, aligns himself with the Senate. The First Triumvirate collapses, pushing Rome closer to the brink. The stage is set for a final showdown between Caesar and Pompey, a clash that will determine the fate of the Republic. Section 9. Crossing the Rubicon, Caesar and the end of the Republic. Tensions between Caesar and the Senate escalate. In 49 BC, he crosses the Rubicon River with his loyal legions. The die is cast, Caesar declares, signaling a new civil war. Caesar's decisive victory at Pharsalus in 48 BC, Pompey, defeated, is assassinated in Egypt. Caesar returns to Rome as a merciful victor. On the Ides of March, 44 BC, Caesar is assassinated. Augustus and the rise of empire, from ashes to autocracy. Caesar's assassination plunges Rome into civil wars. From the ashes, a new order emerges. Octavian forms the Second Triumvirate with Mark Antony and Lepidus. They defeat Caesar's assassins at Philippi, but their alliance is unstable. Tensions grow between Octavian and Antony, fueled by Cleopatra. The final showdown occurs at Actium. Octavian's forces crush Antony and Cleopatra. Defeated, Antony and Cleopatra commit suicide. Egypt becomes a Roman province, and Octavian stands alone. In 27 BC, the Senate bestows upon Octavian the title Augustus. This marks the transition from republic to empire. Augustus establishes a stable and prosperous regime. The Roman Republic gives way to the Roman Empire. Rome's journey is a testament to its people's resilience and ambition. But it is also a cautionary tale about the fragility of republics. The legacy of ancient Rome continues to shape our world today.